So I saw this Reddit post and I just had to talk about it because it just goes to show right now where we're at in the space and the type of people in this space. I feel like it's so easy to obviously point out the scalpers and talk about how evil they are, but people are blinded by that because if you look on the other side, the wholesome collectors, in my opinion, they can be just as annoying or even more annoying than the scalpers. So I just wanted to show you guys this post, read some of the comments, and talk about this. So like I said, scalpers. We all know people hate them, right? People hate people going to Targets, Walmart's clearing out shelves, and then kids can't get them. The vending machine stuff. We get it, right? Everybody knows people don't like scalpers. It's like a thing, right? I mean, you don't have to say it. Everybody knows about it. But especially this Pokemon TCG subreddit. People cry 24/7 about scalpers, and it's just honestly so surprising to me that most of these people that are complaining are fully grown adults, right? We're talking about fully grown adults going on a Reddit, subreddit and complaining about scalpers when everybody knows it's happening, right? You don't have to talk about it 24/7. We know it's getting scalped. We know all these, prismatic special collection boxes are getting scalped. We know all of these products are getting scalped off shelves. We know this, right? And people complaining is already annoying enough. But there's something that some of these, I'm not saying all collectors do this, right? And I'm just saying that it seems like a large amount of these people that are angry about scalpers and stuff are doing, in my opinion, pretty petty stuff to try to release their anger and vent in some way. And it doesn't affect me. I don't care if they do this, to be honest, but just their character really shows, and it shows how petty they are. And honestly, if you're gonna act out this way because of some scalpers out there, and like, to me it's just as bad or even worse than the scalpers just buying the product off the shelves and reselling them. I feel like the acts that some of these people do to mess with scalpers, stores, or just random people because they're mad that things aren't MSRP anymore, I think it's crazy. So let's just read this post and read some of the comments. I'm so surprised that literally grown adults do this sort of thing. I feel like there's better use for your time than to go online and, I guess, I don't know, lowball people or do all these things that we'll see here that this person is advocating for. Honestly, people like these that do this sort of thing, I really hope things stay expensive, specifically for these people. These people are so annoying, and honestly, I just hope these people these are the type of people that say that they're ruining our hobby, but they're just as toxic with how they act. So let's just read this post. Friendly reminder to those that haven't been able to get product. Remember to lowball your local marketplace scalper, rip off LCS, and eBay sellers daily. The more they get lowball offers, the more they start to panic thinking they'll hold the bag and get more annoyed, and the more annoyed they become with the hobby. It's also really annoying, so do your best. Or worse, just annoy people ruining the hobby. So, I can understand frustration, right? Not being able to get stuff. But the fact you're going to do these sorts of things, spend time out of your day to message people, and lowball them, thinking that there's going to be a huge outcome to it, to me is crazy, right? I don't think people understand, I guess, how many scalpers and flippers there really are. Do you know how much you would have to do this to the point where it would actually mean something? And you would also have to think about, people that are buying from these other people. You may be lowballing them and thinking you're doing something, but guess what? I bet you they don't care about you. They'll just sell to the next person. And the fact that this person is saying and advocating to lowball, marketplace people, LCSs, and eBay sellers in your, time to get some sort of gratification or somehow think that you're going to be able to annoy them and for them to lower prices is crazy. And I would have to assume that whoever this person is that made this post is a fully grown adult. you know it's so surprising to me how far people go and get mad because of scalpers. I've always said this about scalpers. For me, I have no opinion about them, right? They're going to be here, they're going to do what they do, and if you do it, it is what it is, right? These stores, they could put up limits to try to, reduce the amount of scalpers or whatever. There could be barriers put in place. But other than that, like, you can't get rid of them, right? Scalpers exist in any sort of industry where they can make money. And in Pokemon right now, it's a thing. And honestly, if you go to this extent to try to somehow mess with people or stores or whatever, I think you're just as bad or even worse than the scalpers because you're just being honestly pretty annoying for no reason. You're not going to really gain anything out of it unless just yourself you feel good doing it, annoying people. I think you're just as bad. If you're a grown up and you're somewhat mature and you're mad about the scalpers, you would simply just not buy from them. It's literally that simple. But hey, if you want to be annoying and you think, I guess doing these sorts of actions helps somehow this whole space and you think you're getting rid of the evil people, I mean, you can do it and waste your time, but trust me, you're going to do absolutely nothing to this market because there's going to be somebody right behind you paying that, scalper and buying it, and you lowballing, in my opinion, will do absolutely nothing. This person, I guess, saying that lowballing will make them panic thinking they're holding a bag. I don't think so. A lot of these people are scalping and people are buying, and it is what it is. If you don't believe the price is, I guess fair, then you just don't buy it. But hey, you can try to lowball and think in your mind somehow this is going to change the mass market where there's probably hundreds of thousands or millions of people into Pokemon. You think you and a few other people, a couple thousand people, are going to do anything to this market? Go ahead. You can try your best, but people have said this for so long to not buy from scalpers. If we all just collectively not buy anything, prices will go down. How long have we been in this bull market? It's been over 6 months at this point. Have prices gone down significantly for anything? Not really. So go ahead, waste your time. I'm just here to say this because I feel like if you really are one of those people that believes that you can actually do something in this market and annoy people and that prices will go down, I hope it works out, right? Because it's like, I'm not even here to really, support or any with, scalpers or anything. I told you, I don't have an opinion. It is what it is. But I'm here to sort of rationalize like these wholesome collectors that don't care about value and hate scalpers. It's like, what are you really doing with your life? Like posting and doing all these things. Like really, what are you doing? That's just what I'm trying to get out of this. I feel like these people really should take, a step back, look at the mirror and be like, am I really wasting my time, messaging people, lowballing them and saying maybe certain things to some people? Am I really getting anything out of this? Am I gaining any value? Am I really helping out society? You may think that maybe annoying scalpers is helping society, but like I said, there's going to be somebody buying it right behind you that's not going to really care, and you're just wasting your time. So let's just read some of the comments and we'll be done. So the first comment here, major retailers in Canada have started to sell at market price. I saw Paldea Evolved, Paldean Fates booster bundles in a sports shop the other day for $70. I don't know what market is for them. Are they like 55, $60? I'm not sure. So it's around market. And just I nicely asked the dude if he'd budge on the price. He had a look on his face like he wanted to, but said we got it from third party. So unfortunately, I can't move on it. Meanwhile, a card shop I went to had 9 of the Super Eevee boxes marked up for $2.25 a piece right by their doors. Should just send a swarm of people in, lowballing them. So, first of all, this price right here, $2.25 for a super premium collection prismatic box. Look at the market price. I think that's about $10 under the market price, and it's in a local card store. It's a brick and mortar store. If any store is selling at TCG Player market price or under, I think that's completely fair. I know that's an argument to be made because people still care about MSRP because, it's beneficial for them now. But if any store is charging market price or under, I think that's completely fair. And I just feel like there's nothing to even really complain about. But this person apparently thinks that sending a swarm of people in to lowball them is going to be beneficial for society. Lowballed a few scalpers on Facebook Marketplace, no responses, but they keep lowering their Journey Together products. Still double MSRP though, so let's wait a few more weeks. Well, Journey Together has been falling, so I don't think saying or anything to them is really the reason why. I mean, Journey Together just really isn't selling that much. One LGS I went to got angry with me after they realized they cannot rip me off. I was offering my sealed product for some of their loose packs, and they still wanted the trade in their favor. So you really think in any scenario, really, at a card show, that you're going to trade for 100% value. So many people in space are not realistic. Like, you really think people are going to trade at 100%? That's not even a thing. Even in a market where things aren't crazy strong, trading at 100% has never been a real, like, a thing. Like, that's not really how things work. Like, people complain. I've seen this so much. People saying, "Oh, trading your favor. What is that? Evil stuff." That's been happening forever. That's literally how things work. So this person obviously just, I don't know, is so unrealistic. Left with a real bad taste in my mouth. The shady business practices, they spelled that wrong. And desperate greed has warped this fun card collecting game into something vile and disgusting, at least for a short while. Well, guess what? I'm gonna tell you some huge news. This has always been a thing. The trade in a favor, guys. It's a store. It's a store. A store is supposed to not make any money. It's like, I can't. And these are probably grown adults. Like, I just can't believe how, like, people don't think. You're going to a store to trade something, and you think you're going to get 100% your value and trade it, and a store's going to make money. Like, what? I can't with these people. I really just can't. Remember, they need your money, but you don't need their product. Oh, yeah, because they're a store, right? Don't FOMO and be happy with other important things in life. Happy hunting. Okay? Um, I love how this whole Pokemon fiasco has made the supervillains' behavior work against them. Okay, so I guess that's pretty much the end of this post. I don't know where I guess all the comments are under these ones, but yeah, just a few of the comments. I just can't believe how people just don't really think before they talk. I mean, obviously a store is going to have to make money, right? And if you're going to trade in something, they're not going to give you 100%. They're not going to make any money. And just some of these other people just saying that, oh, let's all just get people to swarm into these stores and lowball them. Really? If you want to call a scalper having no life and you're doing these sorts of things, I think you have no life as well. It's just as bad. Seriously, if you're a fully grown adult and you really think this is 100%, a good thing and this is going to do something good for the hobby, no. If you're a grown adult and you don't agree with the prices, don't buy anything. Just wait it out, wait for things to cool down, and then buy. That's literally all you have to do. But many people in this space like to point fingers and say, oh, this person's evil, yet they're just as bad. So that's all I want to talk about here. Just so many people in this space are so hypocritical, calling people scalpers and evil, yet they do these things as well themselves. Like, I think it's just ridiculous. So just wanted to show you guys this post. What do you guys think? Do you think this person is right? Do you think it's a good thing to, mess with people, lowball them, go in these stores and say, oh, we should all send these people to, lowball them? Do you think this is good? Do you think this is, good, behavior with people? Or do you think they're just being childish? Honestly, I think they're being childish. If you don't like scalpers and you hate them, sure. But to go to this extent and waste your time, I think is crazy. So that's all I want to talk about here. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you on the next one.